Hi, I'm Dave Logan. I'm the founder of Onli Travel, and welcome to our live stream. Just a couple of brief administrative things as we get started. First of all, you can watch this live stream either on Kickstarter on our campaign page or on YouTube. But if you want to type in any questions using the chat feature, you have to do it on YouTube. So if you want to ask questions, I encourage you to click over to YouTube and watch it there. If you would just like to listen in, you can watch it on our Kickstarter campaign page. The second thing I'd like to mention just before we start is that due to the streaming, there's a 10 to maybe 15-second lag between when I speak and when it actually gets to you. So just be aware of that. If you type in a question, it may be a few seconds before Kyle can read it or before I then respond to it. So with those little introductions, let me just introduce our new product, the Revolution Rolling Pack. What I'm going to do is demonstrate the product for you and take you through its main features. And then we'll open it for any questions you may have. As you know, we're in the middle of a Kickstarter campaign. We have basically 4 days to go after this evening, so I do encourage you, if you have any questions at all, please ask them. We'd love to clear them up to the best we can. Okay, so this is our new product, the Revolution Rolling Pack. It is the world's first 3-part modular 4-wheel spinner. What you can see is when it's all together, you can roll it like a 4-wheel spinner. You can turn it sideways to go easily down an airplane aisle. You can also wear it like a backpack. So it can be a large travel backpack for you as well. One thing I like to mention at this point in the presentation is that these backpack straps back here are easily stowable. We just have them out essentially for the presentation so you can see the backpack features, but if you want to, you can stow them easily in their own pocket here, which zips up, and we'll show you later in the overview how to put a cover over this rear padding so it won't get damaged if you check the back. So we'll reattach these backpack straps like this. Now, where it gets interesting is when you get to the airport and you get to the gate and the airplane's crowded and there's not much space. For this reason, we've made the bag to be modular. So it comes apart into 3 pieces, as you can see here, and I'll take the other piece off in a minute. And that allows you to put it in smaller or tighter spaces on the airplane and hopefully avoid gate checking the bag and having to wait in the jet bridge with 30 other people all breathing down each other's neck. So each of these 3 bags is then a unique bag in and of itself with its own particular features, and I'll walk through each of them. So this first one we call the Messenger Tote Pack. This has a 3-way strapping system. You can wear it as a messenger bag or shoulder bag or tote, as I'm doing here. But because it's a convertible strapping system, you can also wear it as a backpack. Works equally well either way. This will hold a 17-inch laptop. It will also hold a tablet. This top pocket is very ergonomically designed and RFID shielded. I'll show you that in a minute. This also has a hidden water bottle pocket that comes out here. So if you're going to be going around town all day, that's a nice feature if you want to stay hydrated. But the most interesting feature of this unit is that it's actually been designed to strap to the back of the airplane tray in the seat in front of you when you're on the airplane. You simply put it down on your lap, put the tray down, put the strap over it, fold it back up. Now it's attached to the airplane tray, And the benefit that that gives you is now you have plenty of legroom because you don't need anything under your seat, it's all here. You have access to all your things right here. And then this top shelf folds down like this and becomes a shelf for your iPad or your tablet. So you literally have a little workstation if you're stuck in the middle seat. I won't say you're going to enjoy the middle seat, that's going a little too far, but you can be more productive and more comfortable in the middle seat with these features. So I'll put that to the side now, and I'll talk about the rear unit, which we call the expandable daypack. So this also zips quickly and easily off, and you can see this is also a small daypack, so now you have two of them. When it's compressed like this, you can see that it's good with its kind of close to your back style to work through crowds or like subways or buses or things like that. But it's also expandable like this. So when it's expanded, now you can see now it's a full-size daypack. And we actually designed it with a clamshell opening. It opens like a suitcase like this. So this can actually be your weekender or your overnight bag, and is perfectly good for a 1 or 2 or 3 day trip, something like that. This also holds a 17-inch laptop, also holds a tablet, and so now you can, if you want, you can have two, if you're a data-intensive couple, two computers and 2 laptops. The other really interesting feature about this one is underneath is a hidden cover, which I'll pull out now. And what you can see is that you can zip it over the padding in the back to protect the padding if you're going to check the bag, so that it doesn't get torn when it goes through the baggage loading service. But this cover also can turn the other way. So if we turn the backpack over like this, you can see the cover will come this way as well. And if you imagine that my hand here is a sleeping bag or a yoga mat or a rolled up jacket, that can now go right there. And then these straps connect to these loops. And now you have the ability to carry any kind of a rolled item underneath the backpack. So it adds to the capacity of the pack, and it turns this little day pack into an adventure bag if you need it to be. So I'll fold that up like this. This goes right away in here. And now I want to get to the point where you're at the gate, and if you will, the evil gate agent says you've got 1, 2, 3 bags. You're only allowed 1 carry-on and 1 personal item. So for that, we designed this. The front and the rear unit zip together. The first time I did this, the gate agent actually clapped because she didn't have to be mean. I met the requirements and I got on the plane. But when you put these two together, you have what we call our double pack. So what you can see, this is an even larger day pack, great as a commuting backpack, great for overnight trips, elegant enough for any meeting, stands up on its own. Now you only have 2 units to deal with. So I'll put that off to the side, and I'll talk about our expandable spinner, the middle unit. So what you can see is the spinner is a classic 4-wheel spins anyway spinner. Now most companies, when they design their 4-wheel spinners, they typically make them the maximum size, 22 by 14 by 9. Well, we went out and we measured underneath airplane seats. And most airplane seats have 8 to 8.5 inches underneath. So most spinners don't fit under the airplane seat. So if you look at this, it's designed to be 7.5 inches. So in a pinch, if you needed to, it's probably going to go under the airplane seat in front of you. And that way you can avoid checking it. Now that won't work on a bulkhead or if there's electronics under there or something like that, but most airplane seats, it's going to work that way. Also, our design with a solid base not only strengthens the bag, but it also allows it to have side pockets. And these are really useful convenience items if you want, for example, to have a place for your wet umbrella or your water bottle or the jacket you just took off when you came into the airport. So that's a really nice feature to have also. So if we look inside the spinner unit, what you can see is we've designed a set of packing cubes that are designed to make it extremely easy for you to pack and take the stress out of packing because they perfectly fit the bag and guide you in terms of packing. So I'll take these out and just kind of walk through them. So here we have a suitor at the bottom of the bag. This will hold a suit, a dress, or a jacket. Has designated fold points so you know where to fold it so that your clothes don't get wrinkled. That goes right in the bottom here. Then we have a unique to the travel industry shirt and pants folder, double-sided. Shirts on one side, pants on the other. Inside are the stiffener boards and actual instructions sewn into the cube to show you how to fold them so that they don't wrinkle. Holds about 5 shirts, about 2 pairs of pants. That goes right here. Then the hardest thing to pack are shoes. So this is what we call our 2X shoe cube. It holds 2 pairs of shoes, and then these Velcro straps enable you to strap the shoes down so they take less space when you're packing. And then that'll go right here. Then we have a socks and underwear cube, clean on one side, dirty on the other. You don't need a laundry bag when you travel. That fits perfectly right here. And your toiletries, underneath we designed an extra pocket that is good for makeup, for brushes, or for workout clothes, anything like that. That goes right here. And then any incidental small items or other things that you forgot can go there. And you're packed. It's as easy as that. Takes the stress out of packing, guides you through the packing process, and makes it easy. And then the last 2 cubes in our 8 cube set, we typically put in this bottom front pocket of the backpack for quick access. And those are the 311 bag, which meets TSA standards for liquids, 1 quart, goes right here. And then your cords and chargers for all your electronics, which goes right here so you can quickly get them out if you need to charge something or plug something in. So what you can see is we've tried to design a bag that lives up to our company name, Onli Travel. It's everything from 2 small, lightweight backpacks if you're just running around town, to a commuter bag or a business backpack, to an overnight or a weekender bag for a short trip, to a 4-wheel spinner for a business trip or a week-long trip. Or if everything is expanded, you actually have about 70 liters of space and you can go around the world. So it's designed to be very versatile and to meet most of your packing needs and to solve the problems that travel throws at you along the way. That's our overview. Thank you for listening, and I'd love to take any questions that you may have. Kyle will read them to me, and I'll do my best to answer them.
To cube or not to cube? That is the packing question. And is your answer different depending on which mods you are taking with you?
Well, that's a great question. I don't know if I can answer it as eloquently as Shakespeare, but I'll give it a shot. So I travel a lot with just the double pack, just a backpack. I sometimes travel with the whole system if I'm going for a longer period of time, but very often for a 4 or 5 day trip, I'll just use the backpack. In that case, I use the cubes in the backpack just as I would use them in the spinner. The width of the backpack is the same as the spinner. The length is slightly shorter, but the cubes still fit. And so the cube system has essentially been designed to work in the day pack or the overnight bag as effectively as in the spinner. So I do use the cubes for both types of trips. Now, it's perfectly possible to pack without packing cubes. People were doing it for hundreds of years before packing cubes were invented. But the advantages that packing cubes have, they help guide you in terms of what to take. They help you size the amount of stuff that you're taking. They keep things organized and quick to access. They keep clean and dirty clothes separate. And they take the stress out of preparing for a trip. So for all those reasons, I'm a big advocate of packing cubes in both scenarios. But thank you for the question. So the answer is to be. Use the packing cubes. Do we have any other questions? No other questions. I'll wait just a minute in case there's anybody else who'd like to type in a question. If not, I'll simply say we have 4 days left in our Kickstarter campaign. We're very excited about it. We really feel that this new product is taking the whole concept of modular luggage to another level and introducing it to the mainstream for travel. And we'd love it if you would consider pledging and being a part of our campaign. Thank you very much. We really appreciate your time, appreciate you listening to our overview. And